we have a very, very, very special edition of our lives, a unique situation. We have guests from two different companies who are collaborating together. I'm Ignacio Palomera, the co-founder of Bondex, the leading Web3 professional network in the world. And I am here with Alexandre Bloch from the New Face, one of NFT metaverse agency and studio based in France. And I have Mario Humeau, who works for Mobilize, which is car as a service or vehicle as a service company who are doing something very cool on a metaverse initiative. And with this said, I'll let you, Alex, start with giving a little bit of background about himself and the company.
So, hi everyone, I'm Alex, and I'm basically a 22 years old founder in the Web3 space. I'm the CEO of The New Face, and basically, we launched the company 9 months ago with the idea of creating like the best product for brand on the Web3 and really understand the value and the history of the brand to make it understandable for the Web3 space. And we've been launching that company like 9 months ago, and we had a huge like growth, and it is a wonderful adventure. And I'm pretty sure that building in the Web3 space with new ideas and new business models, it's the way to go.
Awesome. And Mario, can you tell us a little bit about
Yeah,
Mobilize?
yeah, sure. So I won't say my age. That's why we partner with Alex. He's a young guy. So I'm Marion Humeau working for Mobilize. So as you said, Mobilize is a new company. It's a new brand from an automotive industry company, but we wanted to change the mobility world. We wanted to go to usage. We're selling usage. So that's why we are also developing electric vehicle, but for usage. We also are developing services around energy. And as we are new and as we are building a new global ecosystem on the mobility, we partner with the New Face and Alex to create something around this mobility universe, how to engage with the users, to explain what we are doing, what we are developing. So this is chapter 1 we are creating. And we also want to engage with our product vehicle, but in a different way and for young generation.
So that drives me into my next questions, which are separate for each one. One is, Alex, I'd like to hear about how did you go down the Web3 rabbit hole, which we talked about a little bit before the call. And then Mario, I want to know about why did Mobilize, which is obviously at the cutting edge of already mobility, decide that an NFT metaverse strategy was right for them? So Alex first, and then Mario.
So, so just to be clear, it's like why we go to Web3. So basically, my parkour is really fun. I discover like all that Web3 space and this new technology like more like nearly 2 years ago now. And when I discovered it with the new tech, I became a bit crazy with it, and I like closed myself in the room and study it. And basically, with a like I did some investment. We were like super early investor in the sandbox. We followed every project, and it resulted like in a great investment basically. And we decided with my partner to have a chat with people in Web3, and that's all about community. And founders, the creator, were so cool with us, and they help us a lot. And for especially Sébastien Borget, and he literally told us, guys, it's cool what you're doing, but create now. So the right the next day we launched the New Face, and we went on this like Web3 journey, and we have been helping like the Keyring Group, Emilio Pucci with this new artistic director, and now we're helping Marion with Mobilize to really communicate and be close to its community and to vehicle like the vision of like the new mobility, which I found was super cool. So we ended up like working together and create like all that ecosystem and that chapter 1, as she called.
I
Yeah,
just want to
that's
tell the users that it's not normal to be a founder at 22 years old, and that only in Web3 can one pioneer or tech in general be this young, and also already be working with such cunning as companies as Mobilize, Emilio Pucci, or Renault. And Mario, now I want to know, as the head of marketing,
yeah,
you
sure.
obviously are fearless and are very forward looking in already trying some of these new strategies. So I want to know, how did you come up with the idea and the strategy to dip your
Yeah.
feet in these waters?
So we have three main goals, and that's why also we think the metaverse and the NFT is really interesting for us. One is really as we are new and we are developing new services around the car with different usage, different services. We really need to educate and acculturate in what we are building as a global ecosystem. So that's really have the time to explain in a different way and increase our awareness and familiarity with our product. The second reason is really mobility is an ecosystem. We can't develop mobility alone. And because you have to partner with territories, you have to partner with companies, and etc. And the metaverse, it's also a very interesting way to be open and to work in a global ecosystem. And so that's why it will be in maybe other chapters, but it's really an open ecosystem where it's really interesting to get in touch with different partners and build and co-create in the metaverse. And the third reason is really the new mobility is really for young people, is really for the new generation, the next generation, and that's why we wanted also to have a channel. And as Alexandre said, to get in touch, engage with our new community of mobility users that they are not interested in owning a car, they are interested in mobility usage, and they're younger. So we need a way to communicate with them and engage with them. And so that's the NFT vision we have. It's a long story. We are beginning, and it will be to engage with our community, put services, and really have a construction of a real relationship management with the NFT.
So I love to hear that, and I love to hear your take on from both of you. I think this would be one of the first times a company is so close to its community and its younger demographics, right? Which can create obviously new customers. But how do you think this is going to impact product customization, community, and brand loyalty?
Mm. So the first chapter, so we are launching a new experience linked to also the Paris Motor Show will open next week. So this is a kind of communication and launch. We will launch new cars and new product. So this is a way to get know our product, engage. The configurator is crazy. That's why, and it's crazy. It has Alexandre craziness, and it's really cool. So we want to engage first in this way. Um,
And
but as I said, this is chapter one. We can develop a lot of things together. Um, and so then after you can imagine a lot of things. You can imagine collaborating with partners. We want also a system to be very open. That's why we invite designer to come into our configuration and also create with us. So this is also the collaboration that we can increase and develop new services. And on the configuration of the car, it's not a traditional way we wanted to do it. You will see it's not a traditional.
and I would add up, and I think it was a cool point that we had together, Marion, is that when you're using like mobility as a usage in a town, people don't get this link with their car as it is this it's personal car. When it's your personal car, you're taking really care of it, like when it's new. And when you take like a scooter downstairs or now a duo or something like that, you need to create this link between the user as Web3, like the community, and align the vision of your community and the brand. So with the duo configurator, we really create that cool way to interact with the car and make fun design and have fun of it and configure a car with your friend. And that's also a cool point that we brought up with the
Yeah.
duo custom. And I'm sure you
Yeah,
should
it's
go and
really. I think this is really a point. Is the relationship you have and the experience you build is on the mobility experience. It's not on the object. So we
Right.
wanted to create an engagement around what I can do with this kind of object as a usage, as an experience. So we really wanted to develop a new experience.
This is a clear to me this is a clear example of how NFTs kind of became a craze, but now it's about real business models, right? And how to leverage NFTs and metaverse approaches to really change the way we interact with things. And it's funny because if you look some years back, when you thought about the upcoming technology that was really going to immerse us with our physical objects, or the way that we move or use things, it was going to be the Internet of Things. But I think metaverse and NFTs have
Yeah,
come and taken that away with, actually, this is how we're gonna mix physical and digital to get more out of our physical world. And man, this is a
yeah.
very exciting future, and it's
Mm,
obviously it's going to create a lot of incredible opportunities, and that's what I want to talk to about as well.
mm, yeah.
Bondex is the leading Web3 talent network in the world, with 1.3 million users to date, and we're going to be matching them to great job opportunities in the near future before the year end. And to that end, I want to listen from you guys. When you're looking for talented people to work at Mobilize on this metaverse and NFT experiences, or Alex at the new face, what are the skill sets, what are the capabilities or the attitudes and aptitudes that you look for in talent?
uh,
So to be
if you
as
want.
crazy as Alexandre.
No, honestly, I would say one thing is like motivation. I think there is no expert in the metaverse. People that think, yeah, I'm an expert, dude, it's been like 2 years now that, or 3 years that we're speaking about NFT and metaverse. So learn on a day-to-day basis. And I would also say, like, one article that was super important for me is like the stakeholder economy, written by Scott Belsky, is like you need to align everything with your stakeholder and the company. So if you come and work to my company, for example, at the new face, show motivation, show that you want to build something great in the space. Don't be cupid with like coin and listing of token. Like, just want to create something and add your creativity. And if you're a 3D designer, I don't know, a Solidity coder, or just people that want to do marketing and communication, it's literally the latest version of it. Like, express your creativity, do what you can, and I don't know, jump in the Web3 basically.
And
I love
maybe
that. That makes sense. Go ahead, Mario.
on the yeah, sorry, on the enterprise side, maybe marketing is always the same story. You have to understand your customer, you have to build your brand and you offer and target. But with this new technology, it's opened a lot of new possibilities. So we need people to be very open-minded. We need people to get ideas from different sector, because sometimes the automotive industry is not the the first in some tendency, but to also understand our industry. So, but make the link between our industry, our offer, and the performance and the business, but with new way to communicate, with new way to interact. And it can be interact with partners and building new offers, but also interact with users and building new services and new relationship management with this NFT connection, how to build services, and in a really long-term management relation.
I think that we
Yes, I
lost.
hope everyone's. Sorry about that. I'm back. Can you guys listen? Hear
Yeah,
me?
perfectly.
So that's incredibly exciting, and everyone listening should be getting excited about the world of possibilities that's coming to everyone's basically career in marketing, right? And it's going to take out some of the recurring themes that we've had, not just with you guys, with other guests, is people who are pioneers, who have a good attitude, ability to learn fast, and endless curiosity, right? And some of those are the ingredients. Not necessarily having any Web3 experience. The people that have existing Web3 experience is very, very limited. We need to increase the total supply of people working in the space to actually make it come a reality. And with that said, I'd like to hear your thoughts on what are some of the jobs that you see coming to the mobility and automotive industry related to Web3.
Yeah, as you said, the metaverse and the Web3 and the NFT is a tool. So it's really how this tool can change all the industry. So you can be someone from the supply, you can be someone from the manufacturing industry and competency. And it's a question of how this new technology can improve the process, can improve the relation with this blockchain relation. How can I go quicker or develop more services? So, and if you're a marketer, you have your competency on market a product, but then metaverse, the NFT gives you some nice and high way, maybe new process, but maybe also new communication tool, new possibilities. So it's really how to, and I think the profile and the people we need is someone who understands the work and then bring the new process, the new creativity, the new ideas, um, understanding the tool and making the link between what we have to do and how we can improve it with the NFT. It can be a salesperson, because in a dealership you have relation, you have, and then okay, is it a new way to present the car as a virtual dealership? Is it a new way to manage the supply? Is it a new way to communicate? Is it a new way? So this is really what we need. Understand the business, the global chain, and then how in every step of this global chain, the metaverse and the NFT answer quicker and with more impact the question.
That's why if I was anyone in the automotive industry today, it'd be to my advantage to learn these Web3 skills and just learn about them, so that I'm already, I have skills that are hard to get that not many people have, and that'll essentially get me better compensation and a better role at my existing job, right? And within the automotive industry. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's
sure.
very exciting. People need to realize how the metaverse is going to encompass absolutely everything that we do today. And Alex, you
And
have anything to add on that?
yeah, I had something to add. And people that if you know the automotive industry and with the blockchain, you could do like amazing stuff. Let's say you buy a vehicle and there is an NFT attached to it, and it's like a journal de bord of the car, and you can trace like every issue that the car had that sometimes people can hide, like if you had an accident or something like that, and this could be the next thing for the second market about cars industry also. And
Yeah,
with like we are spending like much of our time in front of computer at our homes or behind our offices, and with digital job we could have like digital salesmen that come with their avatar and can express themselves as much as they can to do a sale for a car, for example. Maybe in the real life you can be shy, or there are physical stuff that you don't want to add to your sales, but with your avatar you can go way beyond it, basically.
I think we're really on the frontier of what the future is going to look. Really like about the project that you guys are working on is you're enhancing the physical world versus creating a world that just sucks out of your reality. It enhances your existing reality, right? And I think
yeah.
that's the future. And to end the live stream, as we usually keep it to 20 minutes, I have one last question with which Alex told me he has some strong opinions on, which is, currently there's a bear market that might turn off some people from Web3 or a career. What are your thoughts on the current market? Where do you see things going from here?
Yeah, I think that it was awesome when it was bull market, and we all have to say it. And I think that all people that lived it would say it's awesome. But on the professional side, when there was the bull market, it was so hard to meet with people, to work with people, because everyone had hot head, like they were thinking that, yeah, I'm super rich, I don't want to talk to you, like I made tons of money with crypto, and all everyone wanted to like work in this space. And now that it's been lowered down, we have only people that want to build stuff for the long time and create things that last in time and use Web3 in the right way. We don't have to put NFT everywhere. We don't have to put Web3 everywhere. We need to find a great way to find new products and build something that is lasting in time and will add a lot of stuff. And I'm sure that when we let that cycle do its turn, basically, we will get back to an awesome market and with great opportunities for everyone. And that's the moment to take all of your opportunity.
I could not agree with you more. I think I think the space got rid of the tourists or people who were here for just short-term speculation, get rich quick, and now we're building real use cases like what you guys are doing that will actually work in the real economy, in the real world, and bring incredible economic, but not just economic, but just fantastic value to people on entertainment, media, and the way they move around, right? Which is incredible. And guys, I just want to thank you
Yeah,
for your time and
and
join us.
yeah.
Marion, go ahead. Sorry.
Just to add, yeah, I think when you're in the service industry and developing services, NFT is a new way also to sell and develop services inside the blockchain, and this is really interesting.
Fantastic.
Totally agree with you.
Guys, thank you so much for being with us today and for giving
Thank
us
you
your
very
time.
much.
It's been a true
Thank
pleasure
you,
to have you
guys.
here. Alex, we'll catch up next week to have a bit of a chat. And to all the Bondens, thank you for joining us for another individual live stream. As usual, we will have a recap with you and we will share with our guests also the recap of the live stream when we post it on our channels. Thank you for joining us. Have a fantastic week and join the talent revolution.